Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lissa. I am the soap chef here on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make one of the easiest beginner formulas out there, a scoopable exfoliating body scrub oil. If you ever wanted to make a scrub before that's not just oils and sugar floating around, but one that actually holds together beautifully and scoops out like a soft gel, this is the one for you. It's simple, stable, and it's perfect for anyone just starting out in DIY skincare. Plus, I'm going to walk you through why I chose each ingredient so that you can understand not just the how, but the why behind the formula today. So I'm going to be giving you the full formula. As always, the downloadable and printable file is going to be available up on my Patreon for only $4.50 at the Beginners Blends tier level. So without further ado, let's head on over to Creation Station and get started. Okay, so let's just get right into today's video. I am going to be giving you the percentages of each ingredient that I will be using. So let's just, I'm going to walk you through why I chose each one of these ingredients for this scrub, starting with the base oils. So the very first one, put that off to the side. The very first one that I'm going to be adding is jojoba oil. And even though we call this an oil, it's actually a liquid ester. So that means it's very similar to our skin's natural lipids, and it absorbs cleanly, leaves a soft, non-greasy finish. And in a scrub, jojoba oil can add slip and cushion, helping the exfoliants to glide without feeling like scratchy on your skin. It's also very oxidation resistant, which keeps the whole product fresher longer. So you can think of jojoba as the texture tuner in this specific formula. So let's go ahead and add that to our Pyrex. Like I had mentioned in my intro, along with the full formula, there will also be included a list of substitution oils and esters that you can use. But this is just for the Beginners Blends tier level up on my Patreon. Very, very easy. The very easiest thing to make, like I've already mentioned in the intro, is a sugar scrub or a body scrub. It's the easiest thing to make. All right, we have our jojoba oil in here now. Next, we're going to be adding some meadowfoam oil. And so meadowfoam seed oil is one of the most stable oils that we have that we can work with in formulations. It's rich in long-chain fatty acids that not only make it incredibly resistant to rancidity, but they also give a luxurious, cushiony feel. So this oil will lock in hydration. It softens dry patches and makes the scrub feel more indulgent without being too heavy. Meadowfoam is my anchor here in this particular formula, both for skin benefits and formula stability. So let's go ahead and add our meadowfoam seed oil to the mix. Okay, after the meadowfoam seed oil, we're going to be adding some fractionated coconut oil. Unlike regular coconut oil, this one has been refined to remove the heavy fatty acids, leaving only the lighter medium chain triglycerides. So that makes it clear, lightweight, and fast absorbing. In this particular scrub, it's going to balance out the richer oils, and it keeps the blend from feeling too greasy. I think of it as the lightener in the oil blend. It gives a silky glide and a clean after feel. So that is our fractionated coconut oil. Okay, and then the last of our oils is going to be our vitamin E oil. This is not a main carrier oil, but it's a supportive antioxidant. It's going to help slow down oxidation for the other oils, extending the scrub's freshness. On the skin, vitamin E adds a touch of soothing and conditioning, supporting barrier health, while the scrub exfoliates your skin. So it's the shield in the formula, protecting both the product and the skin. So let's go ahead and add our vitamin E oil. All right, we're just going to give everything a light little swooshy do here. Make sure everything is combined well. As the next ingredient, we're going to put a mask on for this. We're going to be adding some Silica Dimethyl Silylate, which you can purchase at TKB Trading. Go ahead and put my mask on. I have it double layered actually. All right. Talk a little bit louder so you guys can hear me. So this is our Silica Dimethyl Silylate, okay? So this fine powder is an oil gelling agent. So it's going to disperse through the oils and it forms a network that thickens the oils into like a very soft gel. So that makes the scrub easier to scoop. It keeps the oils from separating and it improves the feel on your skin. It's also going to help suspend the exfoliant that we're going to be using. It's going to suspend that evenly so that each scoop is consistent. And if you can't source the silica, which I just told you guys to get it at TKB Trading, but if you don't want to get that, look for another oil gellant like hydrogenated castor oil. Don't use starches like cornstarch or arrowroot. They're not going to work here. They do absorb water, but they don't help with oil pooling, which is the reason why we're using it in the scrub today. So we're going to go ahead and add this very carefully. It's an extremely light powder, does waft up into the air. So again, always wear your mask. Now, if I can do this without dropping this whole thing, that'd be great. I'm trying to get it down as low as I can to try to prevent tons of wafting. There's going to be some. No getting around that. Okay. Now we're just going to lightly start stirring again, trying not to get these powders to waft up in the air. Always wear your mask with these type of powders, any type of fine powders. You do not want to breathe this stuff in. And while this particular ingredient some may consider to be an advanced ingredient, it's really, really easy to work with. That's why I am including this in the beginner's blend for this particular body scrub oil. There's nothing difficult about working with this particular ingredient. All right, so you can see the texture. Very nice. It's almost like an oleo gel. Beautiful. And that's what we want. We don't want our oils just pooling up in the jar of the scrub. All right, give me a moment. Let me grab my scale. Now we're going to be adding our fragrance. And so fragrance is where I can actually take my mask off. Let me take that off now because I'm in the safe zone as far as those powders are concerned. Okay, fragrance, right? So this is where you can make your scrub your own, whether it's a citrus, a floral, foodie smell. This is what sets, you know, your personality of your product and the mood of the product apart from everybody else. But just remember to always keep within IFRA usage guidelines to make sure that your scrub is always going to be skin safe, right? Beautiful fall fragrance. So I'm going to go ahead and add that now. Okay. And so even though this is an anhydrous scrub, meaning that it contains no water, customers will often use this in the shower and they may dip their wet fingers into the jar. That's going to introduce water, and water plus oils is the perfect recipe for microbial growth. So I'm going to be using some Optiphen Plus as my safety net. It's going to protect the product, it keeps it clean, and ensures that it's going to be safe throughout its use. So we're going to go ahead and use Optiphen Plus. We're going to give that a little mix. If you guys have never smelled that spiced chestnut, oh my God, it is incredible. I highly, highly recommend it. If you wanted to add some color to your scrub, now would be the time to do so. I am not going to. All right, now that we've got that mixed in, we're going to go ahead and add this to our exfoliant, which is just going to be plain white granulated sugar. Let's start mixing. Okay, there it is. So the only thing left to do is to go ahead and get this scooped into our container. Beautiful scoopable scrub. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that scoop. Perfect sugar scrub recipe for beginners, especially those that want that scoopable consistency. And there you go, you guys. So each one of these ingredients plays a really specific role. Some of them are going to tune in the texture, some are going to anchor the stability, some bring skin benefits, and some ensure the safety. So together they're going to create a scrub that feels indulgent, works effectively, and stays safe for the customers to enjoy. Beautiful. And that's it. A scoopable exfoliating body scrub oil that's simple enough for beginners but still feels really polished and professional. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And if you'd like the written formula with the step-by-step instructions plus an oil substitution guide, that's available to my Patreon members at the $4.50 tier level. You'll find the link down in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.